Welcome back. In Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 2, Sylvester Stallone's Dwight Manfredi was treated to even more twists and turns, and some of the new storylines on the program may use some clarification. Please watch the entire video to ensure that you understand everything. The second season of Tulsa King has already brought Dwight new foes to face, new ways for his group to earn money, and new challenges to overcome. That pattern was maintained in the second episode of the season, which gave Dwight much more to deal with. It can be challenging to remember all that happened in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 2. Even though Dwight is unquestionably Tulsa King's major character, some lesser-known characters received a lot of attention in the second episode. For example, Mitch Keller had an opportunity to truly flourish and contribute significantly to the group. Similar to Mitch, Goodie had his chance to shine, but it wasn't nearly as fortunate. Now that Goodie must make a decision that can have far-reaching consequences, it is important to comprehend how Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 2 ends in order to comprehend what he decides to do. After the conclusion of the Tulsa King Season 2 premiere, Dwight and the group had their sights set on a wind turbine swindle, but they have now discovered a new, slightly puzzling option. Tyson attempted to assist Armand in obtaining some quick money in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 2, by disclosing to him his scheme to pilfer catalytic converters from Donnie Shore, the same used car dealer who had racially profiled him in Season 1. Tulsa King did not provide a clear explanation for why they targeted Donnie's catalytic converters, even though it was understandable why Tyson would want to steal from him. One type of auto component intended to lower the amount of pollutants in an automobile's emissions is the catalytic converter. The fact that many catalytic converters use platinum, one of the most costly precious metals in the world, to carry out that function is what makes them so valuable. The very same thing the gang did in Tulsa King, jack up the automobile, cut off the catalytic converters, and sell it for its precious metals, is a rather typical crime in the real world. Donnie had to repair every one of the catalytic converters in his new car because it is unlawful for them to be missing. Dwight seeks a new house for his daughter and two grandkids, who have decided to relocate from New York City to Tulsa, while his opponents hone their weapons. An ally's devotion keeps changing as long as he doesn't know what his foes are up to. Tina, the estranged daughter of Dwight, the General, Manfredi, phones her Aunt Joanne to inform her about the events in Oklahoma after relocating to Tulsa in order to start again. The sister of the former mafia boss talks about Tina moving in with just her two kids, implying that she isn't with Emery anymore. After Chicky's men beat him up for exacting his revenge on Dwight in the first season of the crime thriller, it appears that the couple splits up. The husband must have been greatly alarmed by the terrible event, especially after discovering that he was now the target of the most vicious mafia family in his hometown. Dwight Manfredi knows it's time to find somewhere else to stay when the media and journalists congregate outside the Mayo Hotel's entrance. His deputy, Tyson Mitchell, brings him home because none of the other upscale hotels in the city can accommodate him. Dwight loves his mother's pancakes and sleeps in Tyson's sister's bedroom. In the meantime, he comes across a Tulsa Star-Journal article claiming that the Chinese underworld is starting to make a noticeable impact on the marijuana industry in the area. It makes sense that Dwight would be curious, especially because he intends to purchase windmills from Harlan Thibodeau. Even while incarcerated, Dwight visits Harlan and offers him $7.5 million for his energy facility. The former mafia boss is not anticipated to give up on his scheme anytime soon, even if the Bank of Tulsa has refused to approve a loan for him to launch the company. Still, there might be more to the tale than meets the eye. It's possible that Dwight saw an opening to thwart Cal Thresher's attempts to undermine him. With the assistance of Jackie Ming, who appears to be his right-hand man, the businessman humiliates the former mafia capo and forces him to leave his fundraiser party in the opening episode of the second season. As a middleman between the syndicate and Thresher, the biggest marijuana company, Ming may be a member of the Chinese underworld. Thresher is one of the most powerful businesses in the state, thus without interacting with him, the Chinese underworld would find it difficult to expand in the area. It seems implausible that he would cheerfully allow the syndicate to compete with him in the marijuana industry given his competitive spirit, suggesting the possibility of an unholy collaboration. If so, Dwight can use it to counteract his worst headache, Thresher. The former mafia capo can lead the authorities to Thresher and use the same bullet to eliminate him as a rival and threat by revealing this potential merger between Thresher and the Chinese underworld.